Wait, good morning and welcome to the Peabody, the South's Grand Hotel. Wait a minute. But, ladies and gentlemen, Southern novelist David Cohn wrote that the Mississippi Delta begins here in the lobby of the Peabody Hotel and ends on Catfish Row down in Vicksburg, Mississippi. And then if one were to stand in this lobby, they too would be witness to everybody who is anybody passing through the Delta. That phrase, ladies and gentlemen, is as true today as it has ever been. The Peabody Hotel was first established in 1869, a couple blocks from here at Main and Monroe. In 1925, we expanded and relocated to here, 149 Union Avenue, and throughout all of our history, the Peabody has served as the social center for the city of Memphis. We have played host to countless weddings, proms, parties, and celebrations. After the Duck March, ladies and gentlemen, I do invite you to see our memorabilia room. It's up here on the mezzanine, just above the gift shop, right up those white marble stairs there. In there we have artifacts and stories unique to the Peabody's long history. We have in there portraits of presidents and stars who have graced our halls over the years. We've played host proudly to every sitting U.S. president since Harry Truman here at this hotel. We have up there a piece of Elvis Presley's original RCA contract, which was negotiated, typed, and signed here in this very lobby, on our stationery, no less. But up there, ladies and gentlemen, we host my favorite artifact, a simple memo, written by our general manager regarding the menu over at Chez Philippe, explaining that we could have absolutely no duck served on any menu here at the hotel. And ladies and gentlemen, we are of course all now gathered to witness the march of the Peabody Ducks, but if you have not done so before, it may surprise you to learn that our whole tradition here got started with a practical joke. Back in 1933, our general manager, Mr. Frank Scott and his friend Chip were out hunting in Arkansas, and they had brought with them what was customary at the time, some live duck decoys to help them hunt. But the gentleman also brought with them on this trip a bottle of Jack Daniels, and admittedly focused a bit more on the whiskey. Never quite got around to hunting, so they were surprised when they returned to the hotel and found they had forgotten to leave those 3 English call ducks back at the farm. So they improvised by sneaking the ducks into the hotel lobby and letting them loose into our fountain instead. Now, their deed done, the gentlemen retired to their rooms for the night, but when the general manager came down the next morning, all he was expecting were stories of the staff chasing ducks around the lobby, getting them out of the hotel, and covering up with prank from the night before. But instead, he found the ducks had stayed in the fountain the entire night long. And what's more, a crowd of guests had gathered around, and they were gawking at the ducks. The general manager ran over to apologize, said he'd get this cleaned up right away, and people would never see ducks here at the hotel again. Oh, but the people protested, said no, they loved the ducks, even insisted instead we should let them stay as our guests. So ladies and gentlemen, we have continued to honor your request, for we have had ducks as permanent residents at this hotel for over 80 years. Then in 1948, Bellman joined us, Mr. Edward Pembroke. Mr. Pembroke was also a retired animal trainer for Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus. He told us if given the opportunity, he could train our North American mallards to march across the rooftop, ride down the elevators, and then march down the red carpet into our lovely fountain every morning at 11 o'clock, and there they would stay until 5 p.m. When you would usher them out of the fountain, march them back up that red carpet, up the elevators, and back to their rooms, all this done to music, no less. Now, he proposed that to management, and they were skeptical, obviously, but told him that if he could figure all that out, they'd let him march ducks for as long as he'd like. Mr. Pembroke then went on to train and march ducks with us here at the Peabody for the next 50 years. He also took the ducks all across the country. They were on The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson, featured in People magazine. He and the ducks even made a very special guest appearance on Sesame Street for National Rubber Ducky Day. Now, Mr. Pembroke did so much for the hotel, but especially for our ducks, that he was named the world's first Duckmaster. My name is Anthony. I'm actually only the 5th Duckmaster since 1940, and in just a few moments it will be my honor to continue our tradition here for you. But first, on rare occasion, I have the honor and privilege of sharing the duties of Duckmaster. Today is one of those days, ladies and gentlemen. Please help me welcome with triumphant applause my Honorary Duckmaster celebrating the 54th anniversary of his 21st birthday. Ladies and gentlemen, the great, the talented Mr. Richard Snyder! Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want us all to know what it means to be nominated as Honorary Duckmaster here at this hotel. It is an official station. It has official duties, and as such, it has an official proclamation. Whereas, the daily march of the world-famous Peabody Ducks is a time-honored tradition, begun in 1933 and attended by countless visitors, and whereas, the care and protection of the Peabody Ducks must be attended to on a daily basis, and can only follow the persons of high standards and great distinction, and whereas you are such a person, be it resolved that on August 27, 2015, Mr. Richard Snyder has been chosen Honorary Duckmaster.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now, of course, in honor of his birthday, we have commissioned for him his very own Duckmaster rubber ducky. Very important, very nice. But no Duckmaster is complete, nor can they properly complete their duties without their very own Honorary Duckmaster's cane. Let's give him one more round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Come back with the cane, you need that. In a moment, we're going to use these symbols of office to usher the ducks across the rooftop. We'll bring them down the elevators at precisely 11 o'clock. The music will roll, the doors will open, and the ducks will march. Now we do ask, ladies and gentlemen, if we're here in the main lobby, we remain seated comfortably on our couches and chairs during the march, and if we're along the carpet and the entrance to the elevator, do we keep those areas clear. And do please resist the urge to reach out and pet the ducks or throw coins and things into the fountain. These are wild animals visiting with us after all. But finally, and most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, please take as many flash photos as you like. You are all guests with us here today at the Peabody, and this march is for you. It's time to Jonesy. All right, here we go. Pretty leisurely about this section right here. They tend to speed up once they get around the corner. I know, they're adorable. That's one of the reasons I have to be so professional. I need the ducks or something like that. I'll push all right, I'll start to blur the lines between professionals and I'll explain the importance of that. I thought ducks quacks didn't echo. That's untrue, obviously, but that's wow. You have some pipes on you. All right, we're gonna bring him in, bring him all the way to the elevator, but let's not us hop in just yet. We're gonna give them just a minute or so by themselves. Yeah, let them get to the elevator and let them hop in by themselves. But they like the back part of the elevator. When we hop in, I'll step into the right-hand side by all the buttons. Ducks behind the back. If you would be so kind as to step to the right-hand side after I count to 10. All right, get on in there, get settled. Good, good. All right, yeah, you'll be coming in with us as well. You step.
It's okay.
All right, that's good. There we go. Oh, perfect.
Okay.
Anthony to security. We're going to start the music. Do you copy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Thanks, y'all. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right here, not ducks. Here we go. Oh no. All right. Very cool. Now, this part, very easy. But this is all you from here. This is your march. When the doors open, of course, the ducks go first. Diva ducks and all that. They'll waddle out slowly, but you walk right behind them. You can walk with them too, of course. Just walk right with them. And they'll waddle. You march. There we go.
Okay.
Sounds good, ducks?
Okay.
All right.
Here we go. Oh, I got my ears. All right. You ready? All right, here we go, duckies. There's our music, duckies, out on zip. Schneider, very good, very much. Very nice. Very nice, duckies, good pacing. Excellent work, Duckmaster. Very nice. Very good. Nice, duckies. Up, up. Well done, duckies. Very nice.
Stands for classic Peabody car. One piece coming out in all famous in its own right. The mountain is better known for where the original was resident. Dividing direct your attention to the other pictures, you will witness a tradition begun in the 1930s at the South Strand Hotel. An experience many tourists. Having just left their penthouse on Plantation Road. Ladies and gentlemen, the march of the world-famous Peabody Ducks.
Very nice, duckies, good pacing. Very nice. Very good. Duckies. Up. Up. That first step, wind the gap, and well done, duckies. Very nice. Very nice. Well, Schneider, can I get you on the red carpet for just one more quick little picture? All right. Here we are. Turn around, big cheesy smile. Thank you all very much. You did an awesome job.